Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video we will see the internal thoracic artery. So here we have our diagram. From the diagram we will see first its origination, its termination, its branches and its relations too. So let's move ahead. This one is our brachiocephalic trunk. From the brachiocephalic trunk, we have our right common carotid and the right subclavian. See, here we have the right subclavian. Our major focus should be on the right subclavian, as the internal thoracic artery is the branch of the subclavian artery from its first part. So, the right subclavian artery in its first part gives the branch that is known as the internal thoracic artery, which is the major focus here. Now we have just know its origination. So it arises from the subclavian artery. Origination, subclavian artery. Subclavian artery is first part. Remember it. Now coming upon its course. Let me just write the course here. So its course is something like that. First it would pass from anteriorly to the cervical dome of pleura. What is the cervical dome of the pleura first? Let me tell you. Here we have our lungs. So it's something like this. Lungs. And then it's pleura on covering the lungs surface. So it's something like here. It just passes from the dome of the pleura and then descends vertically downward. So then it descends vertically downward. Right? Then it enters into the thoracic wall. As we know that the dome of the pleura is above from the superior thoracic inlet, or that is called the thoracic outlet. Here we have the superior thoracic aperture. This is the superior thoracic aperture from which it descends vertically downward and enters into the thoracic wall, anterior thoracic wall. Enters into the anterior thoracic wall through STA. It means superior thoracic aperture. Right? Then we just came upon the course of the internal thoracic artery. Now coming upon the relations. Its relations are basically so much easy that on each side it lies posteriorly to the costal cartilage, as its relations are something like that. Here we have our ribs. Here we have the costal cartilages. Then here we have the sternum. It's something lies here, posterior to the costal cartilages, and for the upper 6 ribs, because after the 6th intercostal space or the 6 ribs, it divides into 2 branches. That the first one is musculophrenic and the second one is the superior epigastric artery. So for about the 6th upper spaces, it lies posteriorly to the costal cartilages and then 2 centimeter lateral to the sternum. So let me write just here its relations. Its relations are quite easy to remember through this diagram. It is 2 centimeter lateral to sternum, and the second one, it is behind the costal cartilages.